Welcome back, Cesar D. Lima here, and just real quick, still doing a couple videos back to back to back just to get this YouTube channel started, but we're going to dive straight in. So what I wanted to talk about right away off the bat is something that's very controversial, that the average person who works in a job and has never started their own business usually gets iffy about, and that is network marketing. So the minute somebody talks about network marketing, people are like, whoa, is it one of those things? So what things exactly are they talking about? Because from their perception, they're seeing and trying to understand something from their own experience in their workforce. Usually when somebody says that, they're like, oh, is it one of those things where somebody who started before you makes more money than you, or somebody who's above you makes more money than you? And they're starting to describe this thing that they've never even understood or heard of or studied, and they're trying to put it all together with their own imagination. So the truth to the matter is that they're describing a job. So when they're saying it's one of those things where somebody joined before you and they're making more money than you, they're describing a job. If somebody's worked in the job for a longer period than you, or they're in a position that's higher than you, chances are that's a job, and they're going to be making more money than you. And so before I explain what network marketing is, I just want to dive in back into history and explain how it got started. And I don't want to get too religious, but the initial idea that this was inspired from was from the Bible. So Jesus went out and he decided to he had a message or an idea that he wanted to share with the world. And what he did was he went out and he found 12 people to go and inspire and mentor and teach him what he believes in his heart. And he went out, he found 12 people, and he began sharing his message, his idea, his philosophy into these people so that they can learn from him, so that then one day they can continue and share it with 12 other people and create a system of duplication that gets shared throughout the world. So the message that Jesus brought upon to these 12 disciples spread across the world, and till this day it's still out there and it's still growing. So that is the power of what network marketing really is. Now is completely different from back then. Back then they didn't have technology, they didn't have TV, they didn't have radio, they didn't have commercials, they didn't have social media. So it was all word of mouth, and all it is sharing something with somebody else that you like and trust. And that's it. If you, for example, like a restaurant or a movie, you're going to go to your friends, you're going to tell them, hey, you got to check this restaurant out. It's really good. Their food's amazing. Worth trying. Go check it out. Or if you love a movie, it's like, hey, this movie is incredible. You need to check it out. You haven't seen it? Why not? Go check it out, man. We got to talk about this. That's all it is. It's simple. It's just pretty much you have something that you think is a great idea or a great product or a great service, and you want to put your integrity on the line to share this with other people because you believe in your heart that this will benefit somebody else. If you're on social media, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, etc., you do network marketing, because all it is you sharing your ideas, your thoughts, your philosophies with others, your friends, your network on social media. So that's pretty much the bottom line. That's all it is. There's nothing more to it. In the typical traditional way of advertising, you would pay advertising on a radio commercial, on a TV commercial, on a billboard, any type of advertisement. That is the way that most people let a message out. They share a product, share an idea, share a service through paying for advertisement. And what companies have done is they were like, hey, wait a second. So this inspiration, which was the initial idea, is like, hey, so there's a certain religion that started by word of mouth, and that was so powerful that till this day, that message is still going. So what if we take that concept and use it to build a business? Rather than paying for advertisements, what if we get all this money for advertisements and save it and pay it out to the people who are willing to talk about our products or talk about our service. And if they bring the results, we give them the money. Companies spend millions upon millions of dollars on advertisements, so all that money will go straight to the people bringing in the results rather than going into advertisements. And that is pretty much what network marketing is. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.